Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Joshua Aura. I am the CEO of RCM College. There are so many people who are looking at what RCM College is doing and they think we are doing very well, that our growth is really exceptional. And they have been asking me to give them the strategies that we are using to have this kind of growth. I can't call it massive, but yeah, we are growing. Now, what basically matters mostly is how you're measuring your performance. And today I would want to share with you one great performance measurement model that you're using, which is seeing us being able to track what our employees are doing, and then of course, most importantly, to enable us track our progress, whether you're going north or south. This performance measurement model, it's known as the Fitzgerald and the Moon building blocks. So according to Fitzgerald and Moon building blocks, there are three key blocks that you need to put them down right for you to have a successful organization. And if you use them very well, then for sure you'll be able to grow. And of course, we are a great testimony for all of you to see. The first block is known as the standards block. Second block is known as the rewards block. And then last block is what we call the dimensions. So we have standards, we have rewards, and then number three, we have the dimension. When we talk of standards block, what do we really refer to? Under the standards block, you are required to sit down with your employees and set targets. Listen, you have to sit down with them, meaning that you must involve them. When you involve them in setting these targets, these standards, they will be able to own them. It's called ownership. When they own these standards, it will be very easy for them to work so hard to achieve what they had put down. So remember, those standards shall be equitable, fairness. If you are setting standards that are really way above what they can do, then there is no equity there. Now, once in this case here, they have been able to set standards and they meet them, then you must look at what we call the rewards block. So the rewards block, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you are putting down your reward scheme, it could be you are paying these people on piece rate. You have a bonus scheme with them. Then ensure that the rewards are very clear, they are based on controllable factors, and they are motivating. I remember, like personally, when I used to teach in most of these universities, I could not mark. I had to bring in someone else to mark, because what they are calling marking fees would not really motivate me. So it's very, very important that whatever rewards you are putting down, they have to be very, very clear and ensure that those rewards are motivating. So if these employees are able to meet the standards they have set, or rather you have set with them, and you've made a promise to them in regards to what your rewards, ensure that you're able to pay them whatever you agreed with them. Ladies and gentlemen, once you set these two blocks down here as your foundation, standards versus rewards, then automatically the dimensions will be okay for your company. So dimensions, we are looking at 6 of them. Number 1, we have what we call the financial performance dimension. If your employees are meeting their standards, you're rewarding them as per what you promised, then automatically financially you'll be performing high and high. Number 2 dimension is what we call competitiveness. When you have taken care of your employees, remember, most organizations will keep on telling us that customers are the kings. No, it is your employees who should always be the kings. When you have your employees through standards, you've rewarded them as your kings, Then they'll treat customers as queens. And you see, when the customer is treated very well, then automatically the firm's longevity will be there. The firm will really be very competitive outside here. When these employees have been taken care of very well, then the quality of the products they produce will be top notch. That is the third dimension. And then we have flexibility. Ladies and gentlemen, companies that will be there in the long term sustainably, they have employees who think in a very flexible way. All right? You cannot afford in this era to have employees who are fixated on certain principles. Who, for example, when this particular customer brings, for example, their coat for laundry, and then this employee will be telling this particular customer that, you know what, your coat has to stay with us for 10 days. I mean, we should be flexible. If this person wants like a 1 hour service, we should be able to launder his coat within 1 hour, but we charge them a premium. All those companies that are not flexible today, they belong to yesteryears. Most of them are not able to compete outside here. Ladies and gentlemen, the fifth dimension is what we call resource utilization. The employees, once they're rewarded, once they're taken care of very well, then how they use the resources really will be efficient. If you have your employees being demotivated down there and you're running a hotel, trust you me, the way they will be eating food which belongs to clients will be in a very bad way. And even, for example, when they get something like sugar or whatever, they'll misuse this because they know that you're not taking care of them. So remember, we have to take care of these employees through these stones, these blocks here. So we have what we are calling here the standards, set the targets very well for these employees, reward them. So basically, performance should be reward based. Yeah, performance should be, you're meeting your standards, fine. We give you what here, a reward. And then once you do that, all those aspects, I told you there are 6. I've already given you 5. I would want to know whether there is somebody who knows what the 6th dimension is. If you know it, please state that in the comments and we shall be able to reward you. Otherwise, I'm the CPA Chief Ninja. If you want your children, your brothers, your sisters to study CPA, let them not think about any other college. RCM College is here for you. Our number is 0793 555 000. Thank you so much, and please keep on following us on all our social media handles. Subscribe, comment, give us a love emoji there, and we shall be happy forever. Thank you so much. Cheers.